I'm Paul Perkins with the check of your ag weather. After highs this afternoon in the 60s and some breezy south winds, light rain remains possible through tonight for far southern Nebraska and northern Kansas, while sprinkles may occur from high 80 to the north. Tomorrow through Wednesday, the best chance for appreciable rain and mostly over southwest Nebraska and northern Kansas. Rain totals are likely to range from trace amounts in Nebraska to as much as a half inch in northern Kansas. Very dry areas of southern Kansas in line for 1 to 3 inches of rain. Highs tomorrow and Wednesday, cooling back into the 50s to the low 60s. In between systems, Thursday is seasonal with highs up around 70. Another round of rain returns Thursday night through Friday night with low pressure over Canada, pushing a cold front to the south. A lack of deep moisture keeping those rain amounts on the light side. Northwest wind gusts up to 40 are likely during the day Friday. Highs drop anchor to the mid-50s to the mid-60s for Friday through the weekend as mostly dry conditions return. In the long-term forecast, colder than normal temperatures are likely for Nebraska and Kansas this weekend through the first 7 days of May, especially this weekend through early next week. The outlook starts out with slightly below normal rainfall for Nebraska and Kansas this weekend through early next week. That's before near normal rain chances return the middle of next week through May 7th. A check of soil temperatures 4 inches down at 7 this morning found much of Nebraska with soil temperatures in the upper 30s, low 40s for soil temperatures over southeast Nebraska and northern Kansas, south of I-70 in Kansas with soil temperatures in the mid-40s. Key weather factors impacting the markets include slowly melting snow cover in the northern plains, cold air continuing in the Corn Belt, and rain in the western areas of the southern plains. Weekend freezes occurred as far south as the North Texas Panhandle, leading to concerns for wheat that's 35% headed in Texas and 15% headed in Oklahoma. A disturbance reaches the central and southern plains by midweek. Meaningful drought relief may occur across the southern half of the plains, with rainfall expected to total 1 to 3 inches in eastern Colorado, southern Kansas, northern and eastern Texas, and much of Oklahoma. Southern plains wheat may not benefit from the rain too much due to poor conditions, but the increase in soil moisture favors corn and soybean planting and establishment. The second half of the week, rain moves into the southeast U.S., where 1 to 2 inch totals may occur. Only light precipitation falls from the northern plains into the northeast. Additional freezes are expected during the next couple of days in the Midwest and the Northeast, possibly extending as far south as the Tennessee Valley. Unfavorable conditions for planting. For the northern plains and Canadian prairies, a slow snowmelt continues for the next week. Scattered rain later this week in the northern plains should not be heavy enough to increase the pressure on the ongoing flooding across the Red River, but colder temperatures slow the drying process, limiting the field work and planting. In Brazil, second crop corn conditions are good with a chance of additional rain the next couple of weeks. Towards Argentina, most key ag areas missed out on weekend rain, and conditions are favorable for harvesting a severely damaged crop. Argentina's winter wheat areas are in need of more moisture with planting in the next week or two. With the check of your ag weather, I'm Paul Perkins.